Harry here, this is Lord Potato, and this is, well, what if Naruto had a lightsaber? Part 3, yes. So, it is part 3. Now, let me do a recap on what happened last time. Also, I might do part 2 of what if Naruto gave up on Sasuke. Or I would do a new what if. Or I would do what if Naruto was Doflamingo's reincarnation part 4. I don't know which one I'm going to do. Just know that I'm probably gonna do one of those, maybe. And yeah. Oh, let me begin on this recap, okay? So, with Naruto, he is on a team by himself. Now, he does know about the Flying Raijin from the second Hokage. He got it from the Forbidden Scroll of Sealing. He also has two other jutsu that are forbidden. The Multi-Shadow Clone Jutsu and Explosion Clones. Now, of course, Naruto trained, well, kind of did D-ranked missions, well, first, then the others, what's called Genins. Of course, Hiruzen decides to just change his D-rank missions to C-rank missions, and Naruto was doing two C-rank missions in the beginning when Hiruzen changed it. He did one where he went to a village of like a tea village and all that, and had it to fight against a Jedi. Of course, he did kill the Jedi at the first time before going to that village, and of course, they'd take his lightsaber. Well, the lightsaber and the crystal. The Kyber crystal. Now, of course, with that, Naruto went to another village where he had to fight a B-rank ninja village. Well, a B-rank missing ninja. Of course, after 2 months of doing these C-rank missions, he has been killing a couple of C, B, and A-rank ninjas, and has even killed one S-rank ninja. No, this guy was not from the Akatsuki, so it was just some random S-rank ninja that just went in mad power. So yeah. With that happening, Naruto did kill him, and of course, when Naruto got back to the village, he did get paid for that and all that. But of course, a messenger bird came saying that Team 14 needed help. Team 14 contains of Nayana, the kind of sensei of the Team 14. Sirena, who's actually with blue and white hair, who has ice release that Naruto found out during when they were in the Waveland. Of course, also someone named Inko with green hair, and Laura, who has kind of just brown hair and brown eyes. Now, of course, Naruto had to get to the line of waves. He did kill Zabuza and then Haku using his lightsaber and his black and red lightning, and also his like force, using the force. Now, of course, Zabuza didn't know who he was. Naruto did take what's called Zabuza's sword, Zabuza's head, and even his body, and even Haku's body, just to sell them off because, bounty. He doesn't know if Haku's anything, but yeah. Of course, after that whole thing, they went to the Wavelands with Tazuna's house. Tazuna did talk about Gato. Naruto said he was assassinating him later, but of course, he just told everyone to go to sleep. And of course, Irina did kind of ask why Naruto was crying, because Naruto, at night, he cried a little bit, remembering things about the old man that trained him, Dark Stallion. Now, of course, I think that's what I call him. Yeah, Dark Stallion, who's actually the one to train Naruto. And of course, Naruto just didn't tell anything about that or whatever. And yeah, of course, they're kind of train the three girls in kind of wood walking. Well, I mean, not wood walking, what I'm talking about. Tree walking, water walking, and some jutsus that, well, Kurama, who's actually Naruto's partner in crime, well, kind of saw a bunch of jutsus from Kushina's time and mental time reading or like even making the jutsus, like writing them. With that happening, Naruto like write a bunch of jutsus that, well, they would have had or only like C to P ranked ninjutsus, and yeah. But of course, Naruto disappeared, went to Gato's base, killed Gato, and an S ranked ninja that was from the Akazis, Kazu. Basically, he killed Kazu by just using the force, using black lightning, and even using his lightsaber to cut through some hearts of Kazu. With that happening, this is where Naruto After that, went back to the house and all that, and of course a bridge was built. And of course Naruto was going to the village. Not really. He went to a small village that had a bounty hunting tavern, and to just sell Zabuza's head and all that. Now we begin from there. Of course, Team 14 got back to the village and of course told Haruzen about the mission and how it went. And of course Haruzen nods. This is where Naruto, after getting his money, he now flashed like he decides to use the Raijin, the flying Raijin. He now appears right next to Haruzen. Not even next to Haruzen, but just near Haruzen's desk and all that. And this is where Team 14 kind of freaks out again, because they are still not that very used to Naruto using the flying Raijin. Haruzen says, Naruto, where did you go? To the bounty hunting, tavern and all that, just to get the money from, Zabuza's head. I would have gave him the executioner plate, but I'm going to just decide to keep it, just in case anyone wants to use it. Oh no, I just kept it. Is where, Haruzen says, interesting. And what about that missing ninja? The missing ninja didn't sell for anything, so I just decided to burn his body. Then Haruzen says, okay, I would pay you for the reason that you did help them and was a backup. Naruto says, nah, the money is already needed. I already got the money from Zabuza's head. This is where Haruzen nodded, and of course Naruto's like leaving. He like opens the door, and of course Irina says, wait, Naruto. Naruto says, what? And of course Irina says, I want to thank you about at least kind of training us, and also leaving us because how much of a jag you are. And Naruto says, yeah, you're welcome. Whatever. Naruto disappears, and yeah. Now, of course, this is where we do a 1 month time skip. Naruto has just been doing some C-rank missions, and of course, when Naruto went into Haruzen's office for a new C-rank mission, he sees, Team 7 there, kind of getting a D-rank mission, while Naruto getting a C-rank mission. And this is where Sasuke complains and blah blah blah. Naruto uses the force, grabs him, and throws him to the wall, and doesn't even care. Now, the two root Anbus really would attack Naruto, but they have like nothing outbursts, so yeah, they're emotionless. And Naruto can sense this, and he can sense this and can actually realize that like a Jedi, which kind of pisses him off. Because Jedis are people that usually don't go into tap into their emotions. And that's how Naruto can see them. Now, Siths are those to tap into their emotions. And that's why they're considered dark side. Like usually their anger, hatred, and all that. While Jedis usually don't go and use their emotions. But yeah, they're like isolated. But yeah. Now, Naruto, he would have like killed both of them so they wouldn't become Jedis in the near future. But he didn't kill them. So, this is where Naruto says, Haruzen, C-rank mission. This is where, what the hell? This is where Haruzen says, C-rank mission, here we go. This is a scroll, you can go now. Naruto says, okay. Naruto leaves, and of course Sasuke gets angry and says, what? What is that C-rank mission? Naruto says, I don't need to tell you anything. This is where Sasuke tries to punch at Naruto. Naruto, just axe kicks Sasuke back to the fucking ground. Telling, shut the fuck up, Uchiha. You don't have any power against me. You don't have any hatred or anything. Now stay your ass down. Naruto leaves, and of course he just uses flying Raijin to teleport out of the village, so yeah. Now, Naruto just reads the scroll, and the scroll is just him kind of going to protect an actress. Now, this actress is Koyoki. Koyoki is, just at the, what's called, one village sad, the original kind of happened. Naruto gets to that village, and of course is waiting on some buildings. He sees Koyoki, the actress, running away from some other actors and all that, with a horse. Naruto decides to keep an eye on Koyoki and all that. because he's supposed to protect her and all that. So of course Naruto just decides to be really fast. Well, not really fast. He just says Shadow Clone. And of course the Shadow Clone appears, and of course Naruto says, take care of Kyoki or whatever. Keep an eye on her. Shadow Clone nodded, and of course Naruto jumps down and looks for the one person that hired him, or asked for Shimmer's mission and all that. This is where he meets the guy with glasses. I'm gonna call him Steven. I don't remember his name. I can care less. He dies in the what's called movie. So yeah. This is where Steven says, hello there. Do you need help, kid? Naruto says, I am from the Leaf Village. You asked for a C-rank mission to bodyguard, to protect. This is where the person just realized, fuck. They really just expect the C-rank mission to just be good for a kid. Then he's the bodyguard, well, not the bodyguard, the guy named Steven said, yeah, and this is where someone says, Koyoki has not been seen or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And of course the guy said, damn, you need Koyoki. Ninja, can you find her? Naruto nods, and of course this is where, well, this is where Naruto, like, disappeared and kinda reappeared next to his clone, because he always puts these, like, ceiling, what's it called? One of them feels like, what's it called? A flying Raijin on the clone, just in case he needs to be next to a clone and all that. And of course, Naruto appears next to the clone, sees Koyoki. Of course, Naruto did put a seal next to, well, Steven and all that. And of course, the clone disappears when he was just kind of seeing kind of Koyoki. Koyoki was about to go into a bar until Naruto knocked her out and appeared right next to, well, Steven. Now, of course, this is where they go onto the boat and get to what's called the snow, the snow island. Or I forgot what it's called. Sorry. Of course, this is where snow country. Of course, this is where they get there and, yeah, they get there and of course, well, not get there, they get to an island. Koyoki starts acting for the island and all that. This is where 3 snow ninjas appear and try to take out Koyoki, or like grab her and all that. This is where Naruto uses the force and stops 2 of them. Stops the pink hair and also the big guy. This is where Naruto pull out his lightsaber, and of course his lightsaber is red right now. And right now he stops them and uses the force to just push them. This is where one of them uses a what's called ice well. This is where Naruto uses black and red lightning to just destroy the ice well. Naruto rushes at, well, the guy that summoned the what's called ice well. Naruto cuts him down like a weakling he is. So the guy tried to use a force field chakra shield and all that, and also tried to absorb the lightsaber chakra. Which, first of all, the lightsaber does not have any chakra, so of course gets cut down in half. So, of course, with that happening, the other 2 realize, well, this person is dangerous. And, of course, Steven just realized that this person is not normal. Well, he should have recognized that this person is normal since Naruto is wearing this drip. He's wearing this drip, he's wearing a metal claw in his left hand. And, well, is having a sword, a lightsaber. And there's a black glove in his right hand. This is where Naruto rushes at them. So one tries to fly, and the other one tries to just put a force field near him and tries to say, you cannot take me out. I have the strong force that can be absorbing your whatever weakling sword thing right there, and I can't be damaged. Naruto cuts him in half, horizontal. Now, of course, this is where, what's called, the girl that was flying just said, shit, I gotta get to Dabato. This is where Naruto shoots his black and red lightning, hits her, smashes her down, and Naruto stabs her in the head with the lightsaber. And, well, pulls back his lightsaber and puts it back into, well, its cavern. Now Naruto says, we are done here. Let's go already. This is where the director was recording. This is like, holy shit. A kid who, well, Naruto is right now like being 5'9" and all that. Well, not 5'9". He is, well, 5'11". He's pretty tall from just being a 12-year-old. But yeah, now with that happening, this is where the director and everyone nodded, and they went back on the boat and all that. And Koyoki just kind of sneered at him. Naruto just ignored her. Now, this is where Naruto is kind of asking the guy named Steven and all that requested this, and says this is not a C-rank mission. Please explain to me why three about B-rank ninjas try to attack us. This is where Steven admits to the director and everyone else that Koyoki's a princess and blah blah blah, and needs to get back to the Snow Country to stop the battle and rise up, and she becomes the Snow Daimyo again. Well, it's the Snow Princess Daimyo, whatever. And of course, this is where Naruto nods and says, we shall have to cost a little bit more since, well, I'm guessing that there's not going to be a A-rank, well, famous A-rank ninja or an S-rank ninja on this mission. Only B-rank ninjas. Unless the battle decides to hire someone, which I'm guessing they won't be able. So, this is where Steven nodded, and of course, this is where they go to, well, to the Snow Village and all that. To, well, I mean, not Snow Village, but Snow Country. They are now on, like, these tractors and all that, kind of, not tractors, these moving vehicles and all that, just moving along and all that. This is where Koyoki tries to run away and all that. And of course, someone says she ran away. Naruto, he threw a kunai. It's right now doing flips, and people are kind of confused. Naruto disappears. Ori has a, well, flying Raijin on, well, Koyoki. Knocks her out. Ori appears next to her, knocks her out, and gets back to the, what's called place. And of course, people are shocked. They're like, holy shit, you can teleport? Naruto says, yes. Not the point. I am a ninja. Ninjas can do anything. And of course, they nod and all that. And of course, they just, well, are just keep moving. But then they see train tracks appear. Naruto says, everyone hide. And everyone is now hiding. So yeah, everyone is right now just hiding up and all that. Kind of hiding in the snow and all. And Koyoki wakes up and Naruto just pushes back down and says, shut up and sit there. Koyoki says, this is no way to treat a girl. Naruto says, shut up. This is where the train appears, and of course it's now Tabata saying, Koyoki, where are you? Because he realizes Snow Ninjas didn't appear, so this is where the guy named Steven appears for other people and says, Tabata, we will defeat you and blah 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 blah. Everyone starts rushing. Tabata just sends a bunch of like kunais at them. That's where Naruto appears and just uses the force to block all the kunais. Well, not block all the kunais, just stop all the kunais. Think of it from like Neo when he stops all those bullets from the Matrix. Which I'm thinking of doing a what if Naruto was in the Matrix. Bleh, Matrix. Sorry about that. So, of course, Naruto's just like right there, stopping all the kunais from even hitting anyone. And Naruto, he just throws back the kunais back to the train, and some of the ninjas get stabbed somehow. And of course, Naruto's walking towards Tabata and all that, and Tabata had enough of this and takes off his clothes, having his armor, and rushes at Naruto, using a black, what's called Black Snow Dragon to hit Naruto. Naruto uses black and red lightning to strike the dragon, make it dissipate. This is where Tabata says, what? It can't be. You can't do this. Of course, this is where sound ninjas appeared and all that. And it's right now surrounding Naruto. And Naruto, he does a lightning ball charge, where he kind of charges lightning all around him. And of course, the other people, like Steven and everyone else, is still sort of like on the slope of the mountain and all that. Not really mountain, the hill. And of course, sound ninjas are like, not sound ninjas, snow ninjas are like right next to him and all that. And Tabata is like saying, you little... This is what Tabata says, you little brat. You think you can stop me? That's what Naruto says. I can and I will, and I do. This is where Naruto charges his body with lightning, And if you're wondering how it's gonna look like, it's gonna look like. Oh well, you can search it up on YouTube. What's it called? Not really Jedi or Sith, I don't think that uses this. It's called what's called the person that used it in Star Wars was named Starkiller, or yeah, Starkiller, who kind of put down. He uses the Force to kind of put down a one of those ships down from the sky and all that. So Naruto is, well, not doing the ship thing and all that, using the Force. No, he's putting lightning around him, and then he dissipates the lightning. Like, it's a lightning ball. Let me try to search. Okay, it's called lightning bomb, so that's what Naruto does. He charges up all his, like, red and black lightning. Well, I mean, not all his red and black lightning, but just red and black lightning around him, and he explodes, dissipating all the snow ninjas, even Tabata dissipating. This is where everyone is shocked. Now the director is shocked. He's recording this and they're like, holy fuck. Yes, Dabato's now dead. So with that happening, that's where Naruto says, what a bunch of weaklings. So yeah, of course, this is where they take the train towards the snow village and all that. And of course, this is where Koyoki actually becomes, well, the princess again. Now, she didn't want to, but then she realized that Naruto was so powerful, even killing her uncle was just easy for him. This is where Koyoki is willing to pay more, but using the riches of, well, her father left her. Really, when she tried to use the thing and all that, it was mostly a heat generator and all that. And Naruto's like, huh, interesting technology that your father invented. Whatever. I'll just take the C rank missions money or whatever. Just write here that you are now protected to be whatever, blah blah blah, and you can make alliances with the what's called Leaf Village. That's where Koyoki nods, and Naruto was about to leave until Koyoki really wanted to thank Naruto more. It's just Naruto dipped already. He used the flying Raijin on a boat that, well, the movie directors were going back to kind of edit the movie and all that, and Naruto flying Raijin back onto the boat. As where everyone's still shocked, but you know what, they stopped being shocked after a while. But yeah, Naruto gets back to the village, and well, Horusa says, how was it, Naruto? Naruto just like, it was just a person talking about a snow princess or whatever, killing her evil uncle, nothing that special. Horusa says, okay. This is where Naruto was about leaving all that, because he gave back the scroll, what's called a scroll, and report about how the C-rank mission is finished and all that, until Horusa says, Naruto, before you leave, I want to ask you, would you rather want to go and do the tuning exams to become a tuning, or give you a test to see that you're already tuning level? That's what Naruto says. Probably do the tuning exams. I'll probably want to fight very strong people. And of course, Harusa nods and gives Naruto a paper for him to kind of, write his name and all that, and kind of give it to Harusa, blah blah blah. Harusa would go put the paper and all that. Then Naruto's going by himself into the tuning exams. So yeah. This is where we go into the tuning exams about 3 weeks later. So yeah, Naruto is now doing the tuning exams. He is now walking into what's called the academy. He goes into the academy, and of course he sees the Genshu, so he's not affected by it. He walks away. He's going towards what's called the actual place to kind of go into the tuning exams and all that. Until this is where a green spandex person jumps down and tells Naruto that he wants a fight in taijutsu. Naruto ignores him because you see here, Naruto's actually considered the rookie of the year, not Sasuke. Naruto was. So yeah, this is where Rock Lee tries to attack Naruto, and Naruto, he didn't hesitate. He grabbed Rock Lee from the neck using the Force, and right now just smash him to the fucking wall. telling him, "Shut the fuck up, you weakling, and state your ass back over there." Rock Lee goes, "Pah!" Yeah, Naruto didn't hesitate. He would have killed Rock Lee, but is not trying to fail the tuning exams. Now, he would have, but then again, he doesn't care. Because Horusen would ask him why he killed him, and, well, he's not trying to explain whatever. So he gets into the room. People glare at him and all that. Like, people are just giving him dirty looks and all that, kind of glaring at Naruto and all that. And also trying to kind of make Naruto give up the, what's it called, tuning exams. Now, Team 7 is not there yet, but this is where Naruto is not affected by any of their bloodlust's dirty looks or trying to scare him off. Naruto, what he does is change his eyes into crimson red and sends the Kyuubi's bloodlust. Everyone shuts the fuck up, even Gaara. Gaara, like, flinches a little bit. Tamari and Conqueror notice this, and we're like, what the fuck is this kid making Gaara flinch like that? Now, I should mention one thing. Conqueror and Tamari and Gaara never bumped into, well, Konohamaru, since Konohamaru is not that great friends with Naruto. So, yeah. But they were, like, kind of shocked. This was someone else with white hair and kind of, like, well, I should say gray eyes. Kind of, not gray eyes, silver eyes. Kind of felt this bloodlust and was interested on this person. Now, this is named Shiroi. Well, yes, I see right. Nosy character Ted was already, well, what's it called? Who I made, blah, 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 in multiple orders, but yeah. Shiroi, who's here. Now, she's from the Sound Village, and yeah, Sound Village, not Sand. For some reason, I'm trying to say Sand Village multiple fucking times, but I'm an idiot. So, yeah. Of course, someone with blonde hair, and of course, green eyes, kind of looks at Naruto. Yes, the Cloud Village, the Sound Village, the Sand Village, Grass Village, a bunch of, like, villages kind of went to the tuning exams. And, of course, Naruto is just sitting in a desk far away from a couple of people. Now, he's just surrounded by some people and all that. This is where Team 14, like, kinda came into the tuning exams. Because they think they're ready. They have, well, learned some of the C and A, I mean, not A rank. Some of the, C, A, what's it called? D, C, and some B rank jutsu that Naruto kind of wrote them up and all that. And, yeah. So, yeah, Team 14 is here. So, Sarina, Inko, and Laura is now there. Now, of course, some of the guys are kind of just having hearts in their eyes because they see Sarina and they're like, their hormones are just going wild. Now, of course, Sarina kind of sits kind of next to Naruto, and a bunch of guys glare at Naruto. Naruto uses the Kyuubi bloodlust again, and they shut the fuck up. They went, oh, hell no. For some reason, they thought it was a good idea to glare at Naruto, even though Naruto made them, everyone his bitch. Even Gaara. Now, Gaara, he's insane, and Conqueror just realized, why the fuck did I do this again? Tamari smacked him above his head and says, you moron. Why the hell are you doing that? Now, every guy thought that Naruto did that because of Sarina. No, Naruto did it because he doesn't want annoying people just to keep glaring at him. Now, this is where Sarina is kind of just trying to talk to Naruto. Naruto just ignores her half the time. Sarina is kind of just wondering why Naruto's not talking. And then she realized maybe Naruto's just shy in talking in public. Naruto is not shy at all. He just sees no point in talking. Shiroi is very interested in Naruto, and also, well, Samui is also interested in Naruto. Yes, Samui is going to be in this one. So yeah, and her team is just kind of interested in Naruto. Who is Naruto? Why does he have long blonde hair, looking like a goddamn murderer with his, well, freaking drip here? But yeah. And also, he does have a black coat around him, so no one can see what's called his, well, scabbard and his, well, sword, his lightsaber. So, yeah. Now, this is where, well, Team 7 comes in, and of course, Kabuto goes and kind of tells what's called the Konoha 9 about what's called. Oh, well, not the Konoha 9. Mostly, Team 7 and Team 8's team about, like, what's it called? About like the he has information on it. And this is where Sasuke says, I want information on Naruto Uzumaki. This is where Kabuto gets the card and was about to start reading it. And Naruto already foresensed what's that card already said and all that. Well, not foresensed. He actually appeared right next to Kabuto, and Kabuto was shocked. That's where Naruto sees the card that shows all of his information. But Kabuto wasn't shocked in the information, just shocked that Naruto appeared right behind him. And Naruto says, you dare think you can read my information? Naruto takes the little card from, Kabuto and just burns it. Crumbles it up and uses his black and red lightning to just burn it. That's where Sasuke gets mad and Naruto just kicks the Uchiha into the wall, sitting his ass down. This is where Kabuto says, how? How did you do that? Naruto says, none of your information. Now, die. This is where Naruto uses the force to lift up Kabuto. Kabuto is shocked. He doesn't know what to do. He tries to just kick at Naruto, and Naruto just put his hand into the fist motion and cracks Kabuto's neck off, killing him. Now Naruto goes back to where he sits, and Sarina's still shocked that Naruto is not hesitating in killing people. So Kabuto's teammates are shocked with Naruto and actually decide to attack Naruto because their plan is ruined. That's where Naruto, he pulls out his lightsaber. Well, not his lightsaber, no. What he does is uses, red and black lightning to... No. He doesn't use red and black lightning. No, what he does is absolutely nothing. This is where Ibiki and C-rank ninjas appear and stops him from trying to attack Naruto. Ibiki knows what happened, but he wasn't thinking Naruto was going to kill him. Then again, he already knows Naruto will kill anyone that pisses him off. So he has read on Naruto's files and seeing that Naruto hesitates no matter. He doesn't care if you're an alliances. He doesn't care about who you are. Just don't piss off Naruto. So Ibiki just tells some C-rank ninjas to kind of grab Kabuto's body and brings him to the graveyard, whatever. So yeah, and takes the not the C-rank ninja, but Kabuto's teammates away, and yeah. Now, this is where, the test is beginning. The 9 questions. Naruto, he is smart. He's pretty smart, but he doesn't do these questions. Instead, he uses his force sense to just sense around. He sends a couple people with the ability of force. Like, not the ability of force, but feels like they do have force in them. Like the force. And this is where Naruto just ignores him. Because they're probably just people that have some of it. Not much people. But of course, this is where Naruto is like sensing around. And of course, Naruto has his eyes closed. Sarina is confused. Did Naruto just fall asleep or what? Naruto just didn't fall asleep. But Sarina was about to just like try to wake up Naruto and all that. And Naruto opened his eyes. One of his eyes. And just started writing pretty easily. No, he's not cheating. He's right now just kind of answering the question pretty easily because all these questions are easy to him. He's not a dumbass about it. But yeah, this is where Sarina just said, I thought he was asleep. Now, we go into Ibiki saying the 10th question. Sarina was about to give up because she was kind of scared that, she won't be able to, pass and all that and will fail her team and all that. And of course, this is where Naruto is just stoic as hell. He does not care about the question. He knows that even though if he fails, he's still able to do secret missions. Doesn't matter. He'd rather just be outside the village half the time. So yeah. This is where Ibiki says, you all pass. Now, Sarina did not give up. Instead, she stayed. Because she somehow got the confidence in just looking at Naruto. And yeah. Now, this is where her teammates also stayed and all that. Because they saw Sarina stayed and all that. So yeah. This is where Ibiki says, you all pass. Now, Shiroi, Samui, and a bunch of other people just hear this glass shatter. And of course, it's now Uncle who's saying, all of you maggots, outside now. Hibiki says, for fuck's sake, Sanko. Stop smashing the window. Use the door next time. Uncle says, no. Now everyone's walking out. Now Naruto, he just jumps out the freaking window. He doesn't even use the door. He instead goes to one of the windows that Uncle's kind of near and all that. And Ibiki says, kid, the door's over there. Naruto opens the window, sees that the window's still too small for him. So what he does is just, like, freaking just punches the window, breaking the glass, and just jumps out of the window. Uncle says, I like him. Vicky says, oh my fucking days. He kills someone and he just breaks the window. What a great fucking student he is. Or just a kid by himself. So this is where Uncle says, what do you mean a team by himself? Basically, Abiki says, like I said, he doesn't have teammates. He's a team by himself. He doesn't have a sensei or anything. And Uncle says, ooh, can I be his sensei? I don't think you want to be a sensei to a kid who already does C-rank missions and has done about 193 C-rank missions. Uncle just wide her eyes and says, what do you mean? He's also considered very dangerous. I don't know why he's in the tuning exams with Hiruzen saying that he could be a tuning and just promote him very easily. This is where Uncle says, then why is he here? I'm guessing he just wants to fight strong people. But then again, he kills someone right here in his tuning exams. By someone named Kabuto, he said the last name, and Uncle says, what do you mean kill him? Snapped his neck. And Uncle widens her eyes and says, that's very interesting. Whatever. I'll talk to you later, Ibiki. So she uses the door normally because she's thinking right now. Ibiki goes, wait, what a minute. Wait, the fuck a minute. The kid jumps out of the window. I tell Uncle about this. Instead of Uncle jumping out of the window also and breaking more of the windows, she uses the door. Ibiki saying, he looks outside. He tries to look into the sky. There's no flying pigs. And he says, is it the end of the world? He looks around using chakra into his eyes trying to see if the world's collapsing. The world's collapsing. He's saying, oh my god. Uncle used the door normally? The sky isn't falling. There's no flying pigs. What the fuck just happened? Basically, Ibiki's head just exploded. Well, not really like exploded, but just his head just exploded. Not really. It's just a figurative speech and all. But yeah, he just walks away, kind of shocked and all that. And of course, Uncle goes down, and of course, she tells everyone about the Death Forest. Now, everyone is getting ready for the Death Forest and all that. She says the same and all that. And of course, Naruto has a scroll of heaven. Now he has to get Herb scroll. But yeah, sorry about that. I got a burp. But yeah, we go into Naruto. He is now going into what's called the forest. He is right now in the forest, kind of just running around. Or not running around, just walking. Jumping, walking, he doesn't mind. He can find someone pretty easily using Force Sense. Until, when he's using, Force Sense, and also decides to switch to Chakra Sense, he senses someone strong coming towards him. Now, of course, he senses that this person is not having the intent to find him and fight him. And, of course, this is where Naruto just stands there and sees the person in front of him just jumps past him. Naruto uses the Force and grabs him back. This is Orochimaru. Orochimaru is shocked. He says, what the? And gets smashed into one of the trees. This is where Orochimaru gets out and says, I'm not after you, kid. Why did you just attack me? Naruto says, interesting. Do you have a Earth Scroll, or are you just here just to waste my time? Orochimaru says, I do, but you aren't gonna get this. This is a nice present for the Uchiha. And Naruto says, I'd rather let the Uchiha fail and die than even let you give him that scroll for free, you freaky fuck. So yeah, this is where Orochimaru gets annoyed and gets a tech mark. He uses, well, when like a fireball jutsu, not like a, not fireball jutsu, a fire style jutsu, shoots at Naruto. Naruto uses the force to dissipate it. This is where Orochimaru is shocked, and is right now just fighting against Naruto. Naruto's right now using the force, using force lightning to smash Orochimaru into a what's called tree, and of course Orochimaru's skin is peel away, and it shows Orochimaru's like full body. Naruto says, "Ah, you must be Orochimaru, one of the legendary Sanins, aren't you?" And basically, Horuzen has told him about Orochimaru a little bit and all that. Well, not Horuzen. He read about Orochimaru. And, well, Kurama says, "That's Orochimaru, yes." And of course, Kurama says, "We can kill him and get rid of him." And Naruto says, "Exactly, we kill him now." So Orochimaru's right now fighting against Naruto. Naruto hasn't even used his lightsaber. That's what Orochimaru pulls out what's called the sword that he has. I forgot what's it called, but I'll remember later. But he pulls it out and tries to slice at Naruto vertical. Now, when it was about to hit Naruto uses the force to just kind of block it. Well, Orochimaru is shocked. He's like, "What the? How can you do that? No wind chakra, nor nothing you're using." Naruto is saying, "You don't need to know what I'm using." Pushes Orochimaru into a tree, and of course he's like, "Ugh." Now, Uncle did find out about what's called Orochimaru being here and all that, and is right now trying to locate where Orochimaru is at. So, Orochimaru, yeah. Now, before I go into this fight, we go into Sairina and her team, Team 14, and also Team Shiroi kind of fighting each other. And also Samui's team also being here trying to get a Earth Scroll. And, well, they basically all need Earth Scroll and all that. And, of course, this is where another team appears. A team that Sairina actually knows. Basically, this is a Leaf Village team. It's Team 20. Now, just a random team, okay? Team 20 contains of those of somewhat civilians and ninjas. This is where they say, "Oh, Sairina." This is where Sairina says, You freaks are annoying me. Why do you keep stalking me?" Now, these people do stalk Sairina and all that because of her good looks and all. And Sairina does manage to escape from them or use eyesight and all that. And this is where, well, they said, "Well, you're going to be ours. And you can't do anything about it," the Team 20 said. Well, mostly of them saying it. And of course, Shiroi and Samui just kind of grossed out and says, "What a creepy bunch." So they stop fighting against Sairina and all that. And also, well, Sairina's team, Laura and Inko, is fighting against Shiroi's team. And also, well, Samui's team is right now fighting against their team and all that. So yeah. Of course, this is where the three, what's called ninjas, mostly they're civilians, well, not civilians, they're somewhat ninjas, just start fighting against Shiroi, Samui, and Sairina. But they pull out those that kind of looks like lightsabers, because they are actually Jedis. They pull out a green lightsaber, and two of them pull out two blue lightsabers. That's where Sairina notices and says, "Wait, that's what Naruto has." Shiroi and Samui heard this, and they have heard about Naruto, who is the blonde-haired guy. Of course, they're right now kind of fighting against these people, and of course, Irina has no information on like the weapon and all that. But of course, she's trying to dodge the keep slices and all that from the lightsaber. Of course, Shiroi is using her own sword, who is actually, well, curved and all that, fighting against a lightsaber and all that. And of course, Shiroi's sword cannot be cut down by a lightsaber because she has chakra in it, and it's actually, well, much harder than all that. Her chakra is white, and of course, is fighting against one of the lightsaber users, well, one of the Jedi's. Samui is dodging, and when she tried to use one of her tantos at the Jedi's lightsaber did cut through tanto, and Samui had to jump back. That's where Samui says, "So, blue hair Missy." And of course, where Irina says, "My name is Irina, you blonde haired bitch." And of course, Samui says, "Call me Samui, bastard." And of course, Shadoweye says, "Shut up already, you two." Whatever. Cyrena, do you have any information on what they are? What are those swords or whatever? Not exactly. Naruto has a couple colors of those, but those weapons that they have, I have no clue. And of course, the team 20 says, "You bitches, you're getting in our way for us." Irene and all that. This is where they see, well, not see. Uncle sees what's it called, Team 20, and what's it called, Shiroi, Samui, and even Cyrena kind of just seeing this. And, well, Uncle says, they're just fighting, whatever. And it's trying to look for Ultramarch, still trying to sense. And this is where they hear boom right in the middle, like right in the middle between Team 20 and Shiroi, Samui, and Cyrena. And Uncle says, "What the?" Sure, well, not Jiraiya. Ultramarch's on the crater. He's like, "Ugh, you bastard!" And this is where Uncle says, "Orochimaru." Shiroi says, "Orochimaru." And she's not trying to be notified Orochimaru or anything. Well, she doesn't really care she will fight against Orochimaru. But she's wondering who is fighting Orochimaru. Naruto appears and says, "You weakling dare to fight against me." Well, not fight against me. He says, "You weakling should have just gave me the Earth Scroll or you would have died." Actually, I still don't care. You're one of the Sonics, and if I kill you, be nice. A nice bounty for what's called the money. Uncle notices, and she has, well, what's it called? She sees the kid who Orochimaru is fighting. The blonde-haired kid that has done over 100 missions, 100, well, C-rank missions. And she is shocked that, well, Orochimaru is tired. Shiroi also sees it, Samui and Cyrena. And, well, Team 20 sees this, and they are kind of saying, "Hey, you pale white freak, move out of our way." And Naruto sees the color of the lightsabers and is now pissed. He is enraged. Cheers! This is where, well, Kurama says, "Naruto, calm down. You're enraged." Naruto says, "I gotta calm down. But Jedi's. Kurama says, "Let's kill Orochimaru first, and then we can fight against those Jedi's." Naruto calms down and says, "Yes." Kurama, do you think I can still handle a little bit of your chakra or what? Probably into a one-tailed cloak. And that's all you can probably handle. Naruto says, "Good enough." This is where Naruto says, "Let's do this, Kurama." Kurama pushes in chakra, and Naruto's eyes goes into a red slit, and of course, bubbly orange chakra appears. A one-tail spreads out, and of course, Uncle realizes this is the nine-tails. Shiroi, Samui, and Sarina doesn't know what this hell is. Team 20 is like, "What the hell?" This is where Orochimaru says, "You're the nine-tails." Naruto appears. Uses, well, what's called his punch. He punches Orochimaru. But of course, before he even lets Orochimaru flies, he grabs Orochimaru from the arm and just cuts down Orochimaru because he, well, pull out his lightsaber and it's red and just cuts Orochimaru's head off. And of course, Orochimaru is shocked. Now, of course, Orochimaru did have the Kurosaki or whatever the hell it's called. Yeah. Whatever the fuck it's called, in his right hand, and he could not react fast enough with the lightsaber, just cut his head. So yeah, now Orochimaru is actually dead. Since, well, he couldn't done that whole revive jutsu, blah blah blah. Yeah, no, he's dead. Now, of course, Anko is shocked. Naruto grabs Orochimaru's head, puts it in the skull really fast, and of course, what's called the nine-tailed cloak kind of dissipates, and it does hurt Naruto's body a little bit, but Naruto doesn't care. Uncle Shiroi, Sarina, and also Samui are shocked that Orochimaru's them. Team 20 is shocked from the lightsaber color because they heard that a red lightsaber is a Sith. That's where Naruto turns around. Of course, his eyes is back to normal, but he just screams, "Jedi! I'll kill all of you!" This is where Shiroi and Samui and Sirin kind of just closes their ears and all they put their hands in their ears. And of course, Uncle is shocked that Orochimaru's body is kind of laying there, but Naruto has his head just put in the scroll. Naruto rushes at the what they call Jedi. The Jedi starts kind of jumping back, but Naruto uses the Force to grab one of them and pulls them towards him. Naruto says, "You will die first." This Jedi had the green lightsaber. It says, "I won't die." This is where Naruto grabs him from the face, smashes him to the ground. Naruto cuts him with the lightsaber, already killing him. That's where the other two Jedi says, "Fuck! This is a Sith. We can't go against the Sith. They are more experienced against us." This is where the other Jedi says, "Shut up. He's also the same age as us, you moron." But then the other one's freaking out. He's like, but, what? I can't die here. No, we can't die here. We gotta talk about the others." This is where just the other Jedi says, "Shut up." The Jedi that's freaking out just started fucking running away. And this is where the Jedi say, "You fucking coward. We can't just give up against the Sith." Naruto uses black and red lightning to strike the person down. The guy's like, "Ah!" The lightning's right now crackling all over around his body. And right now he's dying slowly. That's where Naruto says, "Tell me, what do you mean about the others?" The Jedi spits in Naruto's face and says, "I'm not telling you anything." "I'm not telling you anything at all." Naruto says, "Oh, but I'll get your friend. He won't go any further than you will." Naruto puts lightning into his lightsaber and cuts the person down. He uses Force sense to look for the person, finds him hiding behind a tree. Naruto uses, he throws a kunai, and of course the person right now is thinking, "What? That's a kunai. Maybe he's just throwing random kunai." Naruto appears when the kunai land in the ground. Naruto says, "You can't escape me, Jedi." The Jedi says, "I won't die." He lights up his lightsaber and rushes at Naruto. He's right now scared, afraid against his Sith. Naruto, he caps on the fear. And Naruto uses his lightsaber to just cut the Jedi's arm off. This is where the guy says, "Please, don't hurt me." The Jedi's arm is gone and all that. And he's kind of bleeding. Samui, Shiroi, and Sarina are seeing this. And they're kind of horrified. Uncle's also seeing this, and she's actually thinking, should I jump in and stop them, or should I just let this happen? Now Naruto did take the herb scroll from what's called Orochimaru, and of course this is where the person says, "Please don't hurt me. Do you want the herb scroll?" He throws it at Naruto, just pathetic and all, and says, "Please, I'm sorry." And Naruto says, "Shut up." Naruto uses the Force to grab him, to levitate him. And Naruto says, "I don't want the scroll. I want to know information about every other Jedi." This is where the guy was cowering and says, I can't. This is where Naruto says, "I'll let you go if you tell me information." This is where the guy says, yes. There's other Jedis, some grass ninjas, there's one Jedi and one grass ninja. He names the team and names the person. And Naruto nods and says, "Any more?" And of course the person just started naming out and saying all these names and all that. In different villages, having different Jedis. And Naruto says, "Interesting. Very interesting. Kurama, are you getting all this information?" Kurama says, "Yes, partner in crime." Or, "Yes, Naruto." And Naruto says, "Good. Now, Jedi, I'll let you go." He says, "Really?" "Yeah, go. Just run." This is where he says, he just starts running, and Naruto says, "What a weakling. He thinks I was gonna give up on him." He says, this is where Naruto goes through hand signs and says, "Explosion clone, follow him." Yes. Of course, 10 seconds later, boom! A huge explosion happened, and just a smoke cloud starts rising up. Half the competitors that are right now fighting against each other, they hear the explosion. They're like, "What the hell?" So, of course, this is where Shiroi, Samui, and even Sairina are kind of shocked. And Naruto really just didn't let the Jedi go. And Anko is shocked, horrified, to know that Naruto has explosive clones. And Naruto say, "What a fucking moron." This is where Naruto gets the herb scroll And of course, the Earth Scroll that the person dropped, and just sees it and says, "This would be good leverage." Oh, what a fucking moron he is. Sir Naruto, he keeps throwing it up and down, and just throws it up into the air. Was about to hit Sirena, so Sirena grabs it and says, "What the?" Naruto says, "Are you just gonna stand there and keep looking at me? Or are you just gonna just grab that scroll and go to the tower?" And so Sirena says, Naruto. Naruto appears right in front of Shiroi into one of the other tree branches and says, "Sirena, why are you still here? Also, why are you next to the enemies?" And of course, Sirena just noticed Shiroi and Samui, and Samui and Shiroi snapped out and says, "What the?" Of course, Naruto also says, "Just go back to what's called the tower, Sirena. Get your team and go. I'll stop the, sound and cloud ninjas if I have to." Naruto lights up his lightsaber again. This is where both Sirena, Samui, and Shiroi kind of ask the same question all at once. What the fuck is that exactly? And why is yours red? Naruto says, "Huh? Oh. I would tell you, but I don't like telling my secrets. So, I won't tell you. Go find another Jedi or something, or a Sith that's willing to tell you." Which I don't care. That's where Naruto. He just grabs what's called a stick. A stick off a branch and all that. And this is where both Shiroi, Samui, and even Sirena are confused. And Naruto throws the stick so fast, it actually hits someone. That's where Uncle kind of screams, "Ow!" That's where Naruto says, "Uncle Sensei, why are you here exactly?" Or he says, "Uncle Sama," like that. And that's where Uncle says, "You bastard, you hit me with a goddamn stick? Wait, you knew I was here the whole time?" Naruto says, "Yeah. Why should I not know that you were there? I saw you that you were there, but I didn't care that much. Besides, isn't this sword?" So Naruto also did take the sword from what's called Orochimaru before leaping back into the Jedi's and killing them. And as she says, "Isn't this sword belongs to you now? Since, Orochimaru is dead. Your old sensei is dead. Wouldn't that be nice?" Shiroi says, "How do you know about Orochimaru? Aren't you a Genin?" Naruto says, "Yeah, I am. A Genin who done about over 100 C-rank missions. Then again, that doesn't matter." Naruto throws the sword. Kind of tosses the sword to what's called Anko. Anko managed to catch it. And of course, is where she just feels something from it. Of course, it's just weird, but of course, she says, "I don't use swords." Naruto says, "Too bad. It's yours now. Now, if you don't mind me, I'm going to collect some of the loot that I need from the Jedis." This is where, Uncle asks, "What are Jedis and Siths?" And Naruto says, "Oh, if you must know, Jedis and Siths. Jedis are those who protect the balance, good, or whatever bullshit they want to, while us, Siths, brings chaos into the world of destruction. And, it doesn't bring any balance." Oh, yeah. This is where Uncle says, "Seriously? So, is that why you killed them? Because there were Jedis? But there were your own comrades." Naruto says, "When it comes to comrades being Jedis, I will strike them down without hesitation. But when it comes to them being Siths, if they fight me for power, I will strike them down also. We Siths do not see each other that much, and would rather not keep seeing each other. We'd rather go our separate ways, while the Jedi stick together and bring trying to bring balance back into the galaxy or whatever bullshit. This is where Uncle says, well, this is where Uncle then asks, well, if that's the case, Naruto says, yeah. If you really want to know more information, then see me in the tower or whatever. I need to go collect some things. Naruto uses the force and grabs the lightsabers from the ground and all that. And also grabs one of the lightsabers that, well, the explosion clone kinda found and all that. Naruto, he brings him towards him and all that. And Naruto grabs him and of course just, well, breaks the lightsabers and takes the Kyber crystal, and that's all he does. The other, well, lightsabers, the little metal things and all that, he uses lightning to kind of just melt him into just a metal glob and all that, and Naruto throws it away. He says it's unnecessary to use that. With the Kyber crystals, he just puts them into his scabbard, and it's a pocket near the scabbard and all that, and just kind of puts those Kyber crystals there. Now, of course, is where Naruto disappears. So Naruto is right now just running towards the, well, tower. This is where, well, Sarina got her what's called Earth Scroll, but then again, Shiroi, Samoid. So Samoid has a Earth Scroll, while Shiroi has a, well, Earth Scroll also. And they see the Earth Scroll that, well, Sarina has, and they say, seriously? That's an Earth Scroll? Oh my days. So basically, they would get the Heaven Scroll, but they don't know what to think about it from Sarina's kind of relationship with Naruto. Naruto really doesn't see her much, just as a comrade and all that. But yeah, this is where Shiroi gets her team and just tells Shiroi's teammates to go to get to another scroll and all that. And of course, Samoi's team to go to another team. So yeah, they jump away from Sarina's team. And of course, they're going to the tower. This is where Anko is kind of confused and doesn't know what to talk about. Since, well, Orochimaru is dead. Naruto killed him without hesitation. And Naruto did kill 3 of their Genins. Now, this is where Naruto gets to the, well, tower very early. He gets to the tower. And of course, this is where Gaara also gets to the tower. And his siblings. And of course, they see Naruto, and Naruto reads on the board and all that. He opens both of the scrolls. And of course, is where a poof happens, and well, no one actually appears. Well, because, well, something actually does appear. A paper. It just says, go in, Naruto. Also, don't cut the door in half. There's just a button there for you to go in. Naruto, he sees it. He can use the button. Or he can cut it down or push it away and just break through it. This is where Naruto sees what's it called. Gaara and Kankuro and Tomari came in. So Naruto looks at Gaara and says, why can I feel something weird from him? As where Kurama says, that's because Gaara. Now I know who Gaara exactly is. Naruto says, who is it, partner in crime? Gaara has my little brother Shikaku. Maybe we should pay a visit to him. Naruto walks, before he even goes to the door, he walks towards Gaara. And Tomari and Kankuro are confused. Gaara uses sand, but Naruto uses the force to push the sand away. That's where Gaara says, what the? Naruto says, he says, what do you think you're doing? Run. And Gaara is kind of fearing for his life now. That's where Shikaku says, what the? He can push the sand? His voice is deep. His eyes are select. Kurama? Naruto puts his hand over Gaara's head because Naruto is actually taller than Gaara. So Naruto is 5'11" in this one, while Gaara is still 4'10". And Naruto put his hands over Gaara's head, and of course channels chakra and trying to do a communicating with what's called with the tail beast, which it does happen. And of course there is Shikaku and Gaara, and there is Kurama and Naruto. Now, this is where Shikaku says, Karama, hey, Karama. This is where Karama says, hello there, little brother. I see you're abusing your little friend there. And this is where, Shikaku says, oh, I'm not doing anything wrong. Now, you realize that me and my partner can really crush you. We can push his sand away and kill him without hesitation. Do you want to die? Do you want to reform later in life after 4 years? It's where Shikaku says no. Then listen up and listen up close, Shikaku. Kurama saying, and Shikaku's listening. If you do anything stupid or something annoying to us, we will kill you without hesitation, and you're gonna have to reform 4 years later. And Shikaku shuts up. And of course is where, Shikaku just lets Gaara sleep because he is scared. He is not gonna try to make any noise or anything. As where Naruto lets go of his hand. And Naruto's now going straight to the door. Tomari was gonna ask what do you do to Gaara. And Gaara, he passes out. Well, he doesn't pass out. He falls asleep. Because this is the first time he falls asleep. Shikaku's too scared to even make any noise or tell Gaara to kill Naruto. Because of his brother, his older brother. Just scared the shit of him. Which Tomari says, Gaara, damn it, he's gonna become Shikaku. Naruto says, if you're thinking that Shikaku's gonna possess him, think again. Shikaku's scared because of my 9 tails. Well, tail beast. That's where Tomari hears 9 tails. Naruto says, yes, and if you're thinking the QB, I am the trajectory of the QB. Naruto laughs a little creepily, and Tomari's afraid now. Kankura's also afraid. They met the 9 tails QB, and Naruto isn't hesitating in admitting that or anything. Because, they have their crazy brother who's the One Tails, and they see how powerful the One Tails is, and now they meet the 9 Tails, who is even stronger than the One Tails, and made the One Tails shut up. So they are scared. Naruto walks to the door, press a button, and walks in. So this is where I might leave it off. Yes. Have a nice potato day. Potato night. Potato seed. Potato. Potato. I don't know. I've been doing 1 hour long for what's it called. What if Naruto had a lightsaber? I don't know why I keep doing 1 hour. But yeah. Have a nice potato day. Potato night. Potato seed. Potato. Potato. I don't know. I just have too many ideas for what if Naruto had a lightsaber. I should have said what if Naruto was a Sith. But screw it. But yeah. Also, I probably might do what if Naruto was in the Matrix, since the Matrix movie is actually gonna come out in what's called December the 22. And I kind of like Matrix. I might do it. Maybe. I might do it. So yeah. There's not really a promise or anything, but yeah, I might do it. But yeah, also, it's kind of getting dark or anything, and I might go to sleep. So I might not be able to do another video, but yeah, probably tomorrow. But yeah, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato day, potato, potato. While I'm gonna go to sleep or do something else. Potato, potato.